Dr. Zakir, why is it that Muslims can't continue worshipping Allah with the same enthusiasm and zeal after the month of Ramadan?
One of the main reasons for this is because many Muslims, they consider the acts done in the month of Ramadan more as a custom, more as a tradition. That it's a custom, we have to fast in the month of Ramadan, we have to pray Tarawih in the month of Ramadan, we have to do good deeds. More of a custom, it is not for the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there are many people who offer Tarawih, that is the Qiyamul Layl, very religiously, but unfortunately they miss many of the Fard Salah.
Yes.
Which is absolutely wrong. Because the Fard Salah is a Fard and Tarawih is not a Fard. It's a Sunnat Muqaddah, it's Mustahab. So because of this more of a custom, Ramadan being more of a custom, more of a tradition, that's the reason that once Ramadan is over, they forget everything, as I mentioned earlier, that as though Allah is only there in the month of Ramadan and not in the other months. Point number 2 is because the surrounding and the atmosphere which is there in the month of Ramadan does not remain after Ramadan is over. So if they, as I mentioned earlier, if they keep righteous friends and company of good people, then the chances of being steadfast is much more. And thirdly, that because of weak faith, many a time, the act of righteousness keeps on becoming less and less. In the starting of Ramadan, people are enthusiastic and they overdo it sometimes. Therefore, we find that the mosques are filled during the first starting nights for Tarawih, for Qiyamul Layl, and later on it keeps on decreasing, and towards the end of Ramadan, it becomes the least. So a person should not overdo the act out of zeal and enthusiasm, as the Prophet said, that the act should be constant. That's better, even though it's few, rather than, doing many and doing for a short time. So a person should do acts which are constant and should be strong in faith. And the last point is that, as it's mentioned in the hadith of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in Musnad Ahmad, volume number 2, page number 230, hadith number 7148, that the beloved Prophet said that in the month of Ramadan, the Satans, the devils, they are chained, and the doors of paradise are open, and the gates of hell are closed. So, but natural, the temptation is there during the month of Ramadan, because the devils are chained. The moment Ramadan gets over, the temptation is more, the devil is more after you, so more chance of you to deviate from the truth. And in the month of Ramadan, the gates of hell are closed, the doors of heaven are open, so more chance of doing good deeds. So these are the few points which are the reasons why a person does not remain steadfast after the month of Ramadan.